All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order, and we have another warrant, a $10 check made out to the Dummerston School District, and we're going to put that, we're going to hold off on that until we get to new business. And then also under new business, we have just some specifics for our gravel pit update. We have a necessity resolution. We have to approve again the Australian ballot question, and we have a declaration of an official intent that we'll add under that. And with that, we'll go back to our minutes of January 16th and January 24th.
I'll make a motion, we approve January 16th and 24th minutes.
I don't think we were all there on the
I was gonna say,
24th.
on the 24th, Geraldine wasn't here.
Okay.
That was the 11 a.m. meeting,
Yes.
So you want to do a review?
separately, yeah. So I'll move that we approve the January 16th minutes.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
So you want to move about the 24th? Louis?
No, I don't want to move on that.
Oh, you weren't there?
I was there, but I don't want to move on it.
Okay.
I'll move we approve the minutes from January 24th.
Okay, I'll second it.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll abstain.
All right. Moving on, we have warrants 16 and 16P.
I'll move we approve warrants 16 and 16P.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? Warrant 16 is for $17,787.86. And that went to, for salt for the roads, repairs to the east-west road bridge, and we were reimbursed by the trucking company that caused the damage. Let's see, we had payroll transfers, DRB postage, and highway department supplies and repairs. So, any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's see. Do we have any, this is our public. anything on
I'm
the
here
agenda?
to witness the signing of the purchase and sales agreement, I
Okay,
hope.
okay. We have no road foreman's report. Anyone have any news from Lee?
Did he talk to you about the trucks at all?
Yeah, but he's putting out the bid for the truck this week, and it's either going to be a, what is it, Western Star or a, not
Was it
International.
international?
Yeah, International, yeah.
Okay.
So he's putting that out, and he's still debating on whether to have the plow added with that. He's trying to figure out what the plow that's on the truck right now is worth. They'll give him $3,000 for trade-in,
Okay.
and he thinks it's about just under $6,000 for a new plow. So he wants to see what it's worth. And then they're going to be pushing snowbanks back tomorrow, because it's going to be so cold. They figured that's what they'll do tomorrow.
Yeah, I just wanted to say the roads look great, you know, from my experience of them, and that it has got to be hard to decide what to do with the weather being so wonky. I mean, we had all that rain, and then it's the temperature, you know, I don't know, it's just up and down, and so I just give Lee a lot of credit for figuring out how to deal with it.
Okay. All right. Anything under correspondence for information that you'd like to discuss?
Nope. not me.
Okay. So then moving on to correspondence for discussion and or action. Everyone saw the purchase and sale contract that the school board revised after meeting with us last time and sent back to us. Oh, okay, that's my old copy. All right. And I guess we could move on to new business and actually discuss this further with Christina Naylor from the school board, if you'd like.
Mhm.
All right. Christina?
I'm just here if you have any questions.
Oh,
Hopefully sign it.
okay, so you had your public meeting?
No, the public meeting is on the 25th of February.
25th.
Of February.
Oh,
And then the special meeting is on the 26th.
okay,
So the purchase and sale is just for letting the public know what the transfer looks like. And then
Okay.
we wouldn't sign the actual deed until after the informational meeting, because it was a
Okay.
30 to 40-day warning.
yep,
But Michael just thought a purchase and sale really reduces questions the public might have.
Okay.
So this is only signing the purchase and sale.
And we don't have to give you the $10 yet then?
No, you don't want to be $10 now, yeah, you have plenty of
That's
time.
what I was worried about that because I saw that on there and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait a minute, you can't have a $10.
Interest. We wrote the check.
Roger, fiscal prudence, I thought you were way ahead of the game.
I thought so too, you know, we have this, for our viewers at home, we have the calendar on the wall, and, which is sometimes a source of confusion for people that have trouble reading January, February, and March, and making those distinctions. You know, so I was thinking this was, you had your meeting yesterday, and we were going to be good to go. So,
So,
sorry.
no, we have to have the third, so we
Yeah.
have warned the meeting. So
Okay.
we sent the warning out on the basis
Yeah.
of this purchase and sale.
I understand that I have,
You had hoped
That's-
to have it signed prior to sending out the warning.
Right, but now we're signing it
Okay.
now, the warning's been sent out, we're good.
okay,
And then the 5-day requirement for the informational meeting will be the day before
okay,
because of school vacation.
okay, so,
So can I make a motion that we sign the purchase and sales agreement?
I'll second that.
okay, any discussion?
Did Bob Fisher look it over?
You know, I sent it to him at the end of last week, and I haven't heard back from him.
That's weird. Does that make you uncomfortable, Maria?
Oh, I just mean, it's a purchase and sales agreement. I mean, we're purchasing something, so
Mm-hmm.
it seems like the town attorney should
Mhm.
review it.
Mhm.
I just want to point out the obvious that I suspect that it's the same attorney's office that drafted the agreement.
Ah, yes, but to avoid a conflict of
Mhm.
interest,
To have
they
that-
had
The
what
firewall,
they
the
they
Chinese wall,
call,
yeah. It's, the term is a Chinese wall.
I know, but we don't, I don't think we use ethnic terms here in
Yes.
Dummerston. We would say a
Yes.
firewall
I
maybe
see.
would be, so that they could operate in the
I
same
see.
office and not have a conflict of interest.
Gotcha.
I mean, the Chinese do have a very nice wall.
That's true.
They do,
Okay, this is not maybe going in the direction we should
and
be going.
they pay for it themselves.
I would like to, someday walk part of that wall myself, but I have not yet.
Does Southwest fly there?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. I might have to go with someone else on that one.
All right, so,
And yeah. I've done a lot of talking with Bob. He hasn't brought this up. Not that we've
yeah,
discussed it, but
my inclination is there's not going to be a problem.
right.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it looked pretty straightforward to
Yeah.
me. It
Would
was-
have been nice,
Yeah.
Right.
But also it's not
And
the
would have been a few
transfer,
more billable hours.
it's also not the transfer of the deed, so if there's an issue that comes up in the meanwhile, we can issue a new purchase and sale.
Sure.
I mean, it's not the actual transfer of the deed, which might be the
Yeah.
real thing
We're
that
gonna
needs
hang on
to
to
be.
the $10.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Being. All right, so I thought I had, I was all set, and I realized that, I printed out the old copy that we crossed out.
I did not bring a copy.
That was the only change, or did he add something as a new
That's the only-
paragraph?
Time was changed because the warning time
So, actually,
I think that's,
was different from the purchase and sale time, by half an hour, so I think that was
he
changed.
changed B, 6B, right?
yeah, 6B.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got a motion, do we have a motion? Yeah,
Yes.
and a
Yes.
second.
Second.
We haven't heard from Bob Fisher. Do you want to go ahead and if any,
Yeah, I'd like him to still review it.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at, that's more of our intent,
Yeah.
more than anything binding
Mhm.
on that thing.
Okay,
So,
all right. So any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. So just one signature. Okay.
Can you take a picture?
Is it February? No, it's January.
Still January.
Or is it March?
1:30.
Stop wishing your life away, even January, even February.
19th, okay. All right.
And my board has authorized me to sign it as well, so.
Do you want to use my
Yeah,
pen?
what
Did
the-
I give you a pen?
I want to pass it back to Zeke. I didn't get him.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted, hold a pen up, Zeke.
Okay. We'll just sign it. All right. Does this side look good?
Yeah, that looks
All
fine.
right.
There's no bad signs.
Okay. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Well, we're gonna miss having you around. I mean, once we finally get this done.
You've got me for another month anyway,
Yeah,
so I'll
okay.
keep showing up.
Is Lori gonna want a copy of that?
I was gonna leave this with Lori,
Okay,
actually,
okay,
and then have her.
Okay.
Amanda is literally right there in her
Great.
desk right now. It's snowing out here. I forbid anything happens to it. Thank you all. Thanks for
All right,
your
thank you,
Oh, no
Christina, for
worries.
following it through.
Gee, that was great. I think the people of Dummerston are gonna really thank you.
all right, Paul.
Good. Okay, let's see, so we got that done. I mean, what are we gonna do with our meetings? So we have some more gravel pit information. And you wanna,
Want to kick that one off?
yeah, wanna
All right.
get us going on that?
All right, I'm gonna have to do
Everyone
some reading out
send
loud
back
tonight.
anyone
Hopefully I'll do my Dummerston public education. Okay, so what I have, we talked today with Larry Slayson, Putney's attorney, Bob Fisher, our attorney, Josh, the chair of the select board in Putney, and Karen, the town manager, myself. And really now we're trying to, we've got the timeline, Larry, he's identified a lot of the documents that need to take place to get the bonding and taken care of. So what we have to do, we've got a couple of forms that I sent all out to you. Everybody should have seen those. But the first one is called a necessity resolution. And that's just what we're stating, well, what I have to do is what I was advised to do is read what our resolution is, and then the town clerk, Lori, will have to certify this. So what we'll do is I'll read this. I think the best idea is to make a motion on it, second it, and then if we approve it, it'll be approved necessity resolution. It'll be put in the minutes verbatim, and then once those minutes are signed, that actually constitutes, I guess we'll call it a physical declaration or necessity resolution. So.
Do you want me to read it? You see
I'm
me.
gonna have to like take a break and get something.
Okay,
here,
all right.
But I
Go
think
ahead.
I'll be all right. I think the Dummerston teachers did okay back in the day. So this is the, coming off the necessity. So resolve that the public interest and necessity demand the acquisition of the so-called Renault gravel pit in the town of Dummerston at an estimated cost of $2 million and its management and operation under an interlocal contract with the town of Putney, and be it further resolved that the cost of constructing such improvements after application of available state and federal grants and aid and the application of available reserves will be too great to be paid out of the annual revenue of the town. And be it further resolved that a proposal for the issuance of general obligation bonds or notes of the town in aggregate amount not to exceed $1 million to pay the cost of the town's share of such improvements subject to the reduction through receipt of any state or federal grants and aid. The application of reserves and other financial assistance should be submitted to the legal voters of the town at the annual meeting thereof to be duly called and held on March 5th, 2019. And be it further resolved that all acts relating to the proposition of incurring bonded indebtedness in the issuance of general obligation bonds or notes of the town for the purpose of constructing and operating said improvements within the corporate limits of the town be in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 53, Title 24, Vermont statutes annotated. And be it further resolved that the attached proposition of making said public improvements and incurring bonded indebtedness therefore shall be included in the warning for the March 5th, 2019 annual town meeting. So I would move that we approve the resolution of necessity.
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion?
Bill Holly would have been proud.
Okay.
Pressure's off now. All right, that's good.
Okay, any more discussion? Okay. This question of buying it will be decided by Australian ballot in March, so.
Yes.
And the $2 million is, we're proposing that it be split between Putney and Dummerston. So,
Yep.
any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And so once we get those in the minutes, then I will give this resolution certificate to Lori, the town clerk. Once she sees the minutes and they're approved, then she can attest that we have made the resolution, or the necessity resolution.
Okay.
Essentially, we're
Do
saying-
we have to approve the minutes?
Yes.
Well, I think that
always
would
do.
be the right thing.
So it won't happen until 2 weeks from now?
Right. I think we're okay because we've made the motion, we've approved it, and then
Okay.
the minutes constitute the actual.
Confirmation
I
of it,
guess,
yeah.
That's,
Got it.
that's my understanding.
Right.
there. Okay, so we've done that. Now, we also have, and I don't have to read this one, so we're all good. This is called the Declaration of Official Intent of the Town of Dummerston to reimburse certain expenditures from proceeds of indebtedness. So we've started working, or I say, Larry, Paul, I think his name is Giuliani, I forget his last
Yeah.
name.
Giuliani, okay.
So he hasn't, they've started now working together. So he's the bond attorney that will work with us now to make sure we get all the steps for the bond. So actually this was all this is his initial input for us now. We're working towards, if this all passes at town meeting, we're starting to get the required things in place to then go forward with, we did the town audit, we're doing these things. If the voters approve the article at town meeting, then these are the items we need to build our case to bring to the bond attorney, then to bring to the bond bank, although I think he's gonna go through some other procedures before that. So one of the things that he recommended, this is called the Declaration of Official Intent of the Town of Dummerston. I already said what it was. So you've all seen it. From our discussion today, what this really means is that once you, we're only asking for $1 million, so we know that's our purchase price, that's our share. But say we incur some expense that we don't have the money for right now, we could borrow against that $1 million to pay that expense if we had to. Now I think we're pretty well prepared for once the purchase and sales is done, we have that initial $5,000 and then we have another expense. I think we have that money in place. So talking with both Putney and Bob, I don't want to speak for them. For us, we don't foresee this because you could do this and then in your next budget cycle, if you had money, you'd pay yourself back essentially. But they recommend, because it came from the bond attorney, we don't know everything possibly that could happen. So I guess they recommend, though we probably won't use this, that we pass it and have it in place.
Mhm.
Is that good enough? Okay. So in that case, then I would make a motion that we adopt this declaration of official intent of the town of Dummerston to reimburse certain expenditures from proceeds of indebtedness.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
And then the last thing we're going to do tonight on this, and I'll just cover these other things too, is we actually, even though we've approved the articles, which include the ballot, we need to formally approve the ballot that's going to go out, and then this is what we'll publish in the Commons. So this was it's the ballot right out of our warning. It mirrors the Putney ballot with the exception of our town one. So Lori will put this in the Commons on the 13th, 20th, and 27th. So this is what's going to go in there. It's the official town ballot, annual meeting, Town of Dummerston, March 5th, with the explanation of the article, the question to be voted, and then you're going to vote yes or no. So I would move that we accept the official ballot for Article 2 for the Town of Dummerston's annual town meeting.
I'll second
And
that.
this is the same as what we approved last.
Right.
And is this for the Australian ballot?
Right, so we approved the articles,
Right.
although we did kind of show the ballot in there,
Yes.
we actually never approved the actual ballot.
Okay,
So we need to approve the ballot itself.
I see.
So
Okay. So,
Do you want to read what the ballot says? Is that,
I can, yeah.
yeah, why don't you?
So this is the official ballot, Town of Dummerston, annual meeting, March 5th, 2019. Explanation of the article. The Town of Dummerston seeks voter approval to incur bonded indebtedness for the purpose of financing the joint purchase with the Town of Putney of the 32-acre plus or minus Renault gravel pit. That's in quotes, that's what we call it. In the Town of Dummerston for the purpose of extraction of gravel for use in constructing and maintaining their highways and other lawful purposes. For the purchase price not to exceed $2 million, shared equally, with each town paying $1 million toward the purchase. The question to be voted upon will be as follows. Article 2, which is straight out of our warrant, or our articles from the town meeting we warned. Shall the general obligation bonds or notes of the Town of Dummerston in the amount not to exceed $1 million, bearing interest at a rate not to exceed 4.25% for a term not to exceed 25 years, be issued for the purpose of purchasing the 32-acre plus or minus Renault gravel pit in Dummerston, Vermont, jointly with the Town of Putney. In favor of this bond, mark an X in the square yes. If you're opposed to this bond issue, mark an X in the square no.
Thank you.
And I'll just, while we're in discussion, the 4.25% our current estimated interest rate is 3.84%. We don't know what it's going to be in May or June when this is funded, so we put 4.25 in as a blocker.
okay,
Okay,
all right,
that's it.
okay. Did we,
Yep, we got a
okay.
second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we've got that.
So there's the article. And then the last one I sent you out, and this is really, and I've talked with Lori about this, so this is actually, this stuff, we're coming down the wire on a lot of these things. So this is the certificate of public posting and publication and vote. So all those exhibits we have, we've done, I think 1 through 3 tonight. We've done the declaration of official intent. We've done the warning. We've adopted the ballot. So this is just to track everything we had done. So she'll work with us, but we've got what we're gonna publish in the Commons taken care of. We've got the resolution. So this is really just her checklist to make sure she's got it. And then it'll also tally the final vote. And then all this stuff is gonna go in the bond package.
Great.
Mhm.
So, okay.
Great,
So,
okay. All right. Just gonna go in the bond package if the voters approve
If the voters
this.
approve it,
And,
correct.
the question you pointed out is an Australian ballot question, so people will be able to come from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock in the evening on March 5th to vote on this question. there'll be an informational meeting at the Dummerston School on February 13th, and that is at 6:15.
Yes.
6:15, starting at 6:15, February 13th. We'll have another informational meeting here on February 27th.
Yes.
And that will be, what did we say, 6:30? Or we'll put that out when we get it
I don't think we have time yet, but it'll be incorporated into
our regular
the
meeting.
regular meeting.
Yep. We'll pause our regular meeting and.
So sometime after 6 o'clock
Yeah.
in the evening.
Okay. Any other gravel related?
Okay. That's all I have.
Okay.
That was
Uh,
plenty.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, February 6th, there's going to be a special meeting to meet with engineer regarding the gravel pit here at 7 p.m. That's open to the public. And our regular meeting on the 13th at the Dummerston School. We'll have our regular meeting. We'll have the informational meeting also. Any other business?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.